Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Welcome, my dear students. I will prepare this video just to help you to do your homework on your PC, or you can use our laptops. So let us start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is like Android Studio in the beginning. After you open it, you will create a new Flutter project to work on your, let us say, your homework or your project, simple project. So Flutter application. Then let us say this is maybe it's better to write your name, for example, Muhammad Salim application. Also write your name instead of my name. And okay, everything is working fine here. This is where it will be saved, your project, to send it to me later on users Muhammad, okay, whatever. Next and finish. Then it depends on your PC speed. It will take a while to start. Now, after it starts, for example, we can start working on building the UI for our application or for your project. So for example, you have the project now, this one. It has stateless widget, it has material application, whatever. You can just let us see. It's finished here under my home page. Okay. So let us delete now what we have here. I will delete the other parts. Let us say I don't want stateless for widgets. I only want to work here in the home. So what we can do, let us see what we can do. And the home is expecting, for example, from us a widget. So we can use, for example, here the scaffold, and as scaffold. Then this scaffold, as you know, it has, for example, to provide you with the body and with application bar also. So in the beginning, just finish your application bar, make a customization for the application bar. And after you finish it, you can just work on the so the application bar, as you know, it has a lot of things, background color. It depends on you what you want to put, title, center, whatever. So I will just put a title, for example. A title, just make a name for your application that you would like to create, for which business, for example, you will create. Okay, it's accepting only widget, so we have to use text widget, and the text, you know, has a style, and you can use the text. And you have to provide, for example, the string in the beginning, because first input parameter should be string data. So let us say, I will just say this application for TIU application app. So for now, if I want to check my application, I will just run it and check it out if it's working. So after I finish the application bar, I go and work on, for example, the other where it's finished here. I can start working on the body. On the body, for example, you can start building in the beginning. It's up to you. If you want to make it, for example, color, you can make container. Inside the container, you can give a color, and then you go and work for other parts. Container. Let us see now if okay, now emulator is ready. Run it. So now, I know maybe it will be a little bit long, your code for your application, but it's totally okay. So you can start putting now, for example, putting column inside the column, putting row. It depends on the design. You have to design. It's better maybe to make a design on a paper in the beginning, then apply it here on Flutter after you got like a prototype on paper, as you studied on the HCI course. Okay, now it will take a few maybe seconds or minutes to run the application. So now after the container, now we can start putting things. Now we have a body. We can start working on it. So I'm going, for example, just to make for you just simple, for example, maybe column. Then inside the column, I will come put maybe two icons, and just to show you something as to start with. So again, this application, it is just your job is just to build UI application, user interface. Okay, TIU application. And here, for example, we have container. Inside the container, maybe you can put, for example, child, or you can put color. Then this color, make it, for example, blue accent, if you would like to. Then run it now, it's become blue accent. And you can continue, for example, you have to read maybe about which colors is good to be used for design, whatever, just to get a good design for your this project or simple project. Then child could be, for example, column. This column, for example, let's give it children. Let us say child come, I will make it icon. Or inside, for example, children, I will just I will make maybe a row to put, for example, two icons. Icons dot maybe AC unit. Then sorry, inside the row also I forget to use children. So icons dot add, then icons, why it's not accepting, let us check. Icon, then icons dot add. Okay, icon come, done. Icon دوام, icons dot person. Okay, let us see what we have on the user interface now. Now we have two icons. Maybe you say later, okay, what is our emulator? We can put it on the right side. All right, now we can continue. For example, maybe you say I want to put them on the center. Okay, why not? Show context action, wrap with center. If we can do it on the center, let us check. Okay, because maybe we have now to make it in another way. It's where is the child row. Inside the row we can find, for example, alignment, main axis alignment. Then we make main axis alignment dot center. So now we make it as a center. Then after we finish, for example, let us delete the center is unnecessarily. Remove this widget, run it, it's working center correctly. Then after a row, maybe you want to put an image. Okay, add an image.network, and provide any source. For example, let us say write Flutter. In this website, maybe I want to use a Flutter logo or any from anywhere. Just right click on the image that I would like, then copy image address and use it. Okay, put it as a src. Now Flutter is there. Okay, if his size is big, maybe also you can make it here. If you think the size is big. In the network, do we have size? I think we have size, width and height. Okay, so after here, let us try to put the width 50. Now width is become like very small. Okay, if you want to make it bigger, for example 300, it's okay also to use it. Okay, now it becomes, for example, a little bit better. Then you can give height, whatever. Also continue, for example, now adding maybe text. This text, for example, my project 1. And of course, you know how to give it style, other things. So whatever we study, for example, here, you want to give it a style. Okay, put this one and use a text style to continue, text style, and make a text style. Then make a color or a font size or whatever 40.0, not 0. Okay, now it becomes maybe acceptable, and you can continue now. Now inside, where is the column? This is the column. We want also to put everything on the center. Okay, why not? Also main axis alignment, dot center, and you have other options. Of course, you can read whatever that you want to do. You can put by using nesting, you can do whatever design that you would like. Till if you want to add background for the application, just Google it to how to add background. You can get the code from Google and apply it. After you finish, now last thing is to submit the project. So now I want you to do two things. First things, if you look now, after you test everything looks fine, whatever, you follow all the requirements, it's time for submission. Right click on this one, find in Explorer on Windows, in Mac, reveal in Finder. You will get this is Mohammed Salam application, the name that you choose for your application. If we check the size now, it becomes around 341 megabytes, very big. Let us just make it smaller before submission. So we go to the tools, Flutter, Flutter clean. Okay, after the clean now done, we will wait for a while. The clean is done. After we get okay, it's finished. So let us now check size how much and send it. So now we go to the where is the reveal in Finder or find in Explorer on Windows, and we check its size now. It's around now it becomes 455 kilobyte. It was a 300 megabyte something, so now it's much smaller. And we can also send to, for example, may compress this file or send to compress file on Windows, or make a zip or RAR file, then send me this file, which will become like few megabytes or kilobytes. Don't send me the 300 something, you'll get 0 if you do that, because it could not be uploaded, and if you upload it, also it will be difficult to for me to download that file. So after you clean, you have to submit this file for me. I wish you all good luck for doing your projects. Try to do it today on our labs on Wednesday, so you can submit on Thursday according to the deadline, to avoid getting like low mark or getting 0 if you didn't submit at all your project. Whatever you do is better than nothing. Try your best to follow all the requirements and submit something you will be proud of it. Thank you and wish you the best. Assalamu alaikum.